8.1.4 Single image, 3 split posts. In this last part of the bonus lecture, I will show you an easy and cool trick that you can use when you upload a photo on Instagram. This is the best clean effect that splits an image in 2 or more parts, so when you upload them either together in one post or 2 or more different posts in a row, it creates a cool double or triple screen photo like you might have seen in some of the Instagram users. Ever wondered how they did so? Well, hold on. In a few minutes, you are also uploading in such a way. Pretty cool, right? So let's see how we can create this effect in Photoshop. After importing the image inside the program, I select the crop tool from the toolbar or simply hit C on your keyboard. Now I want to change the aspect ratio to 12:5 from over here. This usually doesn't exist as a default in the list, so I select the aspect ratio option from this drop down and then I type 12 and 5 respectively in the boxes to the right, which is right here. Note that these 12 and 5 numbers are for dividing the image into 3 pieces. A thing to remember, of course. Okay, now I am going to adjust my image a little bit like this and press enter, which completes our first step. Now let's modify the image size so that we could divide it later exactly into 3 pieces. First of all, go to Image on the top menu. Then select Image Size from here. Now, all you need to do is put some value in this width box, which is slightly greater than your image size. And that could be divided into 3 pieces. Here, my image height is 2500 pixels. After cropping, which was initially 3375 pixels, which is not accepted in Instagram as its maximum height is 1350. So, first of all, make sure you have this constraint proportions checked. And now let's put 1350 in this height section. As I do this, my width also changes accordingly, which is now 3240 pixels due to this constraint proportions option. Now this 3240 number could be exactly divided into 3 pieces, that is 1080 for each 3 pieces. All the thanks goes to some ancient aliens. I'm joking, of course. It's not always the same number depending upon your initial image size. Some pictures have completely non-divisible numbers, say like 3400 pixels of width. In this case, if we crank up the width value, then our height also increases from 1350, which we also don't want as Instagram won't allow us to do so due to its limitations. So instead of cranking up the width, we will decrease it to something like 3333 pixel, which has 1111 pixel for each 3 pieces. You'll need a little bit of math at this time. Don't worry about the change of height as we didn't step out of limitations. Just you need to be sharp in this case. Here, maybe due to the grace of some highly elevated gods and goddesses, we have this 3240 pixel width, which could be divided into 3 pieces with 1080 pixels for each. Let's set it back to 3240 pixel in this width box and kick it off by confirming it. Great. Now I want to set the cutting lines for the photo. So go to View, New Guide, and then you check this orientation as vertical and give the position value to 1080 pixel and hit OK. Great, you have one line there. Don't worry if you don't see this window, as this one here is the older version. You might have a newer version of Photoshop, so don't worry about it. I'll show you a different option just a few moments later. Let's do it for another line too. Again, go to View and then New Guide, and now under your brain multiply the 1080 by 2, which should be 2160. Or you could also use the calculator if you need it. Let's put that number here, 2160, and then hit OK again. Great. We have 2 dividing lines that will give us 3 equal pieces of this image. So for the newer versions of Photoshop, go to View, New Guide Layout, and in that window you need to set the number of cuts that we want in our picture. Since we are going to cut it into 3 pieces, so you will type 3 in the column number box. This will automatically divide our photo into 3 parts. This new feature is only available in newer versions of Photoshop. But we want to learn the hard way, so I chose to train you with the older version. Once you complete this older version, then you are ready to rock and roll. Okay, so these lines will only set the cutting points in our photo. To actually cut the photo in this line, we must use another tool called Slice tool. If you right click or click and hold on the crop tool, you can see it there. Simply select that slice tool. Now, to cut the image exactly in the lines that we have set from the guide layout, all we have to do is click on this Slices from Guides button on the options bar. At this point, I have the 3 parts of the same picture. What's left now is to export these 3 photos. Note that there are the top left corners for every image where you can see their numbers. Like this way, we make sure that the photo will split in 3. So in order to export, we will go to File menu and then Save for Wave. And in the window that opens, we change the file format to JPEG from here. And at the right, we set the quality to 100, which is best for Instagram, and we are ready to export. Now you can upload your photos as 3 different parts, so they appear in a line on Instagram gallery, or as one post that contains the 3 parts of the photo. Finally, one last tip. All you need to do now is upload your photo from the rightmost piece first. Okay, this much wraps up this Instagram bonus lecture. Show me your results on different images and mail them to me. I'm always excited to see you editors. Take care, and as always, stay creative.